Alrighty, we are live. How's it going, chat? CC has been fed. Don't let her gaslight me. And, yeah, as the stream title says, I want to try poking around at Railway, test my luck. And so I have begun assembling teams. So in order to save my Zweifaust for the second half, I've got Base Faust, and the plan is Kurikumo Duo, a trio of Blood Fiends, and my Enclair. And then the thought is, for the second part, I would go for some sort of Rupture setup, while also having my Zweifaust to help out with, like, Fluid Sac and stuff. The only, like, real issue, well, it's a bit of a glaring one, as you can probably see. These IDs are not leveled and not uptied. And we can actually get leveling materials from clearing Section 1. But if I really want to get things uptied, I need the thread from Section 2, hilariously enough. Let's see, it's 25 to claim all. We've got 30. I've been saving up over the weekend with my modules. So the thought process is we clear Section 1 with my bleed team, and then we use the rewards from that to level up a squad for Section 2. The big limiting factors, though, are my upties. Like, I know we want to have, like, Talisman Sinclair, we either want him deployed or we want him on the bench. Both of which we'd want to have, like, uptide for. We got a little bit of thread. It's uptide 2. Need 40 for that. So it's a little rough, unfortunately. So we may have to dip into some dailies. I would like to do hard mode intervalos today. But, like, if I want to get the maximum amount of thread, I need to spend more energy on thread excavations. That said, yeah, I guess let's get in there and take a look through this real quick. Select the activated line to enter. Does not cost any currency or resources. Recommends you have fully set up things. It's made up of multiple sections. Let's see here. You can claim rewards from Lost and Found. It's a chain battle. In line 5, you cannot use the same team to challenge both Section 1 and Section 2. That's the real kicker. Buried by the Eternal Grind, something like that. And I've decided to try Rupture. We'll see how it goes for my second team. We do have the upside that support is available for Railway, last I had heard. So we might be able to sub in something somewhere. But, those IDs all need a little extra help. For now, let's do it. Recommended levels, yeah, it's fine. We got Greg to uptie 4. Section 1. Enter Team 1. I see. So I do actually have to deploy all of these. Okay. Hopefully it never comes to them. There we go. Did I spy Rose Banner Workshop Greg? He's the only Greg I have that has Rupture, I'm pretty sure. Unless, I guess, Priest maybe does. Priest technically does, but he's also being used in this section. Let's give it a go. Current average ID level 36. They're fine. I believe in them. They'll be okay. Hopefully it never comes to them. Alright. Clashable counter on Ishmael. Let's see here. Greg's catching a lot. Inflict 4 attachment. Hit after Clash Wind, inflict fragile. On hit, inflict curse. Have Greg catch this, maybe? Something like this. We just go for a whole big thing. It's bound to at this rate. Yeah, something's gonna go wrong. Oof, unlucky for road. Jeez. Ouch. And I ate my whole stack. Fair enough. Alright. I think we just need to clash more things out here. Previously I just kind of let this fly. I think we want to clash it though. One part abnormality, right? Yeah, just body. Okay, so we're not gonna get like multi-hits with Dawn. Give me a win rate. Let's see here. Just letting the counter fly. In theory, I could throw Greg into this. He's only neutral though. Team is running on hopes and dreams. Hell yeah, it is. That's the plan. I got no egos, really. No nothing. We're just letting that fly at him. Target fixed. I formally disagree. Can't do that. I see. Sinclair's just too slow to clash much of this. Send him here. Freeze up Ishmael. Clash here. Reggie cannot clash that, only Greg can, and he's struggling. I see. Hit after Clash Wind, inflict 6 nails, otherwise on hit just 3 curse. The target does not have any negative effects, but he does. Okay. Fuck it. Yeah, if we get filtered by Railway, I mean, I'd have it no other way, frankly. Cycle that out. It'll be fine. Just let it fly. What could go wrong? That. Thanks, Greg. Alright, now Ishmael's gonna end up eating the counter. Unless. I guess because it was targeting Dawn, maybe? Hell yeah, in Claire. That's the kind of luck we were needing. These aren't all target fixed, are they? Just a bunch of Clash Wind stuff. Okay. Dawn's on skill 1s. Doubt that actually gets clashed by Sinclair. It'll be fine. Let's give it a run. Did get offense level down on him from base Faust. Cool. Okay, thank goodness he's not targeting Sinclair. Could use this, or we could save it. Again, our other option is... well, it's a chunk of bleed. Why not? One bleed count, 2 bleed. Other option would be Pride, which is just 1 bleed. Yeah, we'll run it. Should have thrown more count at him. Stagger. Okay. Let's put some extra count where we can. And I hit an actual stagger point, I think I saw there. Sinclair's sanity is going to bottom out because I don't have anything to give him stuff. Aside from, yeah, Basie Song. Probably could have put Faust on the bench, maybe? But then again, that would cause me to gain a whole bunch of sanity whenever I try to do, like, Lust Reses. Who's this direct targeting? Rhodia. It's 5 speed. So long as Rhodia clashes it, we should be able to go ahead and kill preemptively. There we go. +1 to burn, bleed, tremor, rupture, and sinking potency inflicted against enemies with skills and coins. Poison charge count gained by allies. Allies with the least SP heal 8 SP at turn end, excluding allies that are panicked or corroded. That puts Sinclair to +1 with skill 1, and then only -3 with skill 2. We'll go for extra bleed. I think that's what's going to work best for us. Sinclair's sanity is fine. It's not, but it's just a scenario we're going to have to deal with. Now then, who do we want to send into the Brambles? Probably Greg. On hit, inflict 2 rupture count. Gain number of enemies with barbed lasso, percent of HP shield. Gotcha. We know Greg is getting hit anyway, so yeah, why not? I want to save Ink over if we can to try and get a bigger bleed pop. Well, anyway, there goes the bleed. He's fine. Could send Dawn after this. I mean, he gets hit regardless. She hits this. Hard Blood carries her over into the main boss. Do we let Greg get hit by 2 things? He's got 3 defense level up. 24 potential damage, 6 damage. It's also, however, inflicting Rupture, which is going to add 4 more damage to this. He already has 3 damage, so it'll be like 7 extra. Greg would live it. He wouldn't be particularly happy about it, though, I don't think. If I was to drop Yearning... Okay, let me get a better read on it. At less than 50 Blood Feast, inflict 1 bleed with every hit. We're at 55. Fair enough. Clash power for Blood Feast consumed. Damage for Blood Feast. Turn end at 10 plus bleed potency, take less damage equal to 1% of this unit's max HP to a maximum of 30 damage. Has 24 health. We'll just use Dawn to clear it. We'll let Greg take the beatings. I'm sure nothing bad will happen because of that. Sinclair's also panicked. Targeted by 2 skills. Roja is being targeted by 1. She's also 1 off from having her Ascendant art. So we could do a Hex Nail. Get some extra health on her and Greg. Gives a little bit of bleed, curse nails, potentially nails. Doesn't help her build up her Hard Blood Thorns, though. I could do La Sangre de Sancho, maybe? Inflict some bleed to set up for Ishmael, maybe? Ah, it's stupid. Maybe. We'll go ahead and just run this. I had not even accounted for Heathcliff's counter. Chat, I may be dumb. I just wasted Dawn's turn. Alright, we have the event coming up. What do I need to transform Greg's skill?
지금은 그럴 여유가 없군.
Bloodied hand beyond 10, I think. Of which we are at 9. Okay. We're nowhere near stagger. Fair enough. We can let Sinclair go unopposed by doing a Hex Nail, maybe? Heals up Greg a little bit, heals up Rhodia.
불길 속으로.
자, 테디, 나를 따라해보는 거야. 짜잔.
Lasso's aiming straight for us. Yada yada yada. Heathcliff, you've got this. Hell yeah.
왔냐? 와카슈쯤 되시면 이런 건 식은 죽 먹게지.
상담은 나중으로 하지.
It's also a reuse condition, right?
그럴 여유가 없군.
Is this unit consume 20 stacks, reuse final coin? Okay, I'd have to wait a fair bit longer for that. Or maybe not. Actually have a decent chunk. If we go all lust, then when Greg gets hit, Heathcliff just pops it again. Sinclair is just gonna fuck up a whole lust chain, unfortunately, huh? That'll be fine.
갑니다. 나가서 싸워. 뒤는 내가 봐주지.
피날레를 시작하자.
Damn, 2 tails. Unlucky.
이 피었잖아.
Thank you, Greg. Huge. see.
상담은
Greg,
나중으로
is
하지.
your skill 2 also mostly count?
그럴 여유가 없군.
Yep. Okay. Count, count, and count. Heathcliff takes a little bit of damage. It's fine.
전부 쳐주게!
다류탄초 경연 육시 느껴라.
다음 놈 나와!
+1 to poison charge count gained by allies. Not running poise charge. Sanity healing is still tempting. Poise potency plus poise count, more damage on crit. On hit with skills that consume charge count, not playing charge. Turn end. Against all enemy parts, inflict wrath damage equal to burn and potency on each part. Reduce their burn count by 1. Trigger tremor burst once and reduce their tremor count by 1. Rupture skills that inflict rupture potency or count. Ooh. That's tempting to pick up for later. Sinking potency. Inflict 5 bleed potency and 3 count on enemies at max HP once per enemy per part per encounter. Well, they're only at max health once. +1 to bleed potency and count inflicted by enemies against targets with bleed. Yeah, honestly, I'm fine with that. And hello, Pekatula. You can have Greg just tank that. Or we could use him to offset, maybe. Or we use Ishmael to offset. And Heathcliff just runs face.
그쪽도
나가서 싸워.
대인인가?
뒤는 내가 봐주지.
그 오물을 떼어내주지.
우리 숙소를 건드렸겠다!
그저 하염없이 모든 피를
Pionada.
그렇게 황홀히 피어나고 피어나고 피어나라.
목이 피었잖아!
Having said she doesn't mess around at all? Oh, I'd bet. Let's see here. Inflict 2 tremor against the attacker when hit as long as there is remaining HP shield. Okay, I'd like to do an offset then, probably.
상담은 나중으로
Cece,
하지.
hey, stay down.
지금은
Not let up there. I'm sorry. Let's see here. How much Bloody Hand are we at? 26 stacks. Okay. Do have Cumulus Wall. We can have Ishmael offset. We have Greg tank a little more. They'll be fine.
포기하게. 나가서 싸워. 뒤는 내가 봐주지.
꿰뚫려라.
우리 식구를 건드렸겠다.
너희의 무기로 이 혈투를 승리로 이끌. 가족을 위해 찢겨라.
Did I hit a different part? Is that why he didn't have bleed? He was at 12-1, but then...
너희의 무기로
Never thought I'd say this, but I might be made to try out Elemental Charge Blade again, despite loving Impact Files. Whoa. Killer Man? Playing... playing the funny... Elemental. Yeah, that would be weird. Let's see here. This lets Enclair deal some damage. Gregor is able to set up some count. Dawn clashes. Should be fine.
포기하게.
Maybe.
모든 걸 걷어들일 순 없었어.
아류 산초 경혈 육수 찢겨라.
40. 먹지.
God, that thing has so much health. Let's see here. Heathcliff does have 2 defense up. Send him here. Dawn goes here. I'll set his protection. Have Enclair ready to go there in case it's not dead.
나가서
개인인가?
뒤는 내가 봐주지.
꿰뚫려라.
God, 12. You hate to see it.
우리 식구를 건드렸겠다.
Alright, Heathcliff finishes it. Cool.
너희의 무기로 이 혈투를 승리로
Turn
이끌.
17. Jeez. Yeah. Let's Ishmael. We'll use purple and Greg's green.
포기하게.
Alright, next fight. Coming up. Alright, looks like it's the same offerings. I think at this point we're going to go ahead and take Refracted Mind.
너희의 목표 이 혈투를 승리로 이끌.
And hello, new boss. Refracted sleeping bag of a bygone day. There's the person, the body, and the head. Gotcha. So AoE hits might be usable here. Unused final power +1 for every 4 poise potency on self. Unused gain 4 poise potency. Has 4 attacks coming out. Let's see here. Can we just power counter into any of this, really? Not super well. It's kind of a coin flip. Sinclair, we're gonna have him offset. There we go. Have Greg offset the other. Ishmael is too slow. It's a hit on Greg though, so I think we're okay with that. He's not gonna stagger because he doesn't have a stagger threshold.
너희의 목표 이 혈투를 승리로 이끌.
Okay, we got bleed set up. Final power for every poison self. Okay, I probably shouldn't have let the hit through. It'll be fine. I remain unpunished. Right, chat? I said like a liar. Let's see here. I would like to have count skills clashing where I can.
퍼레이드 중에는 말 걸지 않는 게 좋겠지?
I could use power counter. That gets me 3 lust resonance, so we can get a hit back. Forever unpunished, forever greedy. Yep. I think the issue here is I'm going to run out of count. So I think, yeah, we want to stick with power counter
갑니다.
just to get some extra count.
피날레를 준비.
그 오물을 떼어내주지.
My little German boy is just way too safe.
목이 피었잖아.
너희의 목표 이 혈투를 승리로
Okay, we got a
이끌.
whole bunch of target fixed coming out. Jeez. Sadly sane and clear. Yeah, and he's getting even more sane, which is crazy. Oh god, because we have Yi Song online, plus I took Refracted Mine. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Doesn't bother me. I need count. Heathcliff has count. Looks like I can counter for somebody else if I was so inclined. These are all unbreakables. I can have Ishmael avoid consuming very much count by just having her evade. Because essentially, we clash once, that's 1 count. The coin then goes off anyway, that's 2 count. But if the coin just goes off, then that's only 1 count being used. I don't think we're going to be able to preserve the stack very well, unfortunately. Wait, some of these are target fixed, some of these aren't? What? Okay, so it's just one-sided. Weird. Struggling, but he actually just dominates.
그쪽도
나가서 싸워.
개인인가?
뒤는 내가
경계.
봐주지.
피날레를 준비하지.
우리 식구를 건드렸겠다.
I see there's a new part that we're hitting into now. I guess this is person that we saw. And there goes the 30 bleed stack. Apparently we part broke though. What did we... I guess it was the body we staggered? Person actually hasn't come out yet. Clash lose, have poise potency on self. La Sangre de Sancha? Favored, not dominating. Horrifying. I don't suppose I have anyone who is dominating. There we go. Thank you, Rodya. Does Dawn's skill 2 follow the usual where it adds count? No, hers is potency. Is everything she does potency for the base skills? Looks like it. Fair enough. Then we will save for better clashing. We'll get count where we can.
감히 흐르는 비. 모든 걸 걷어들일 순 없었어.
너희의 목표는 이 혈투를 승리로 이끌겠다.
Okay. It's got its defense back. Nothing target fixed. Ishmael offset. Let's see here. Hopeless, but he's actually dominating. And there we go.
불길 속으로.
나가서 싸워. 뒤는 내가 봐주지.
Oh no, Enclair's going to lose, says the game. I don't think he is. Don't care. There we go. And he's fail-proof. It just reaches a point where he can't lose, you know?
죽을 마실걸?
The great skull rears its head with a loud creaking noise, and eerie cackle echoes. Underneath the calmed air vibrates an explosive energy. The skull is preparing to launch a powerful attack, yet it must have overstrained itself. The body cracks and wavers, giving us an opening. Might be better to attack the opening on its body instead of waiting for it to attack us. What should we do? Raise its critical damage. Yeah, sure. For this turn, deals 100% more damage on critical hit.
너희의 목이 이 혈투를 승리로
Clashable.
이끌-
Hits us anyway, but it's clashable. Let's see here. Yeah, we can send Greg into it.
가족을 위해
너희의 목이 이 혈투를 승리로 이끌.
And we've exposed Person. Hello, Person. Shit. I guess we just hit him. Combat start. Gain 2 fragile. Yeah, I'll allow it.
간다.
산소류 경혈 온 라샹글. 끝을 낼 시간.
Person's fucking dead.
놈 나와!
And so sleeping bag. First turn, start of a wave, all allies gain 5 poise potency and 5 poise count. If Pride Resonance was activated, all allies gain 3 poise potency and 3 poise count. Now, that is amazing. But I am heading into the next section now, I believe. I see, and I actually cannot select the other one. Shit, I guess I'll take Nebulizer. So much for extra clash power for Rupture Team. Well, fair enough. That's section 1 in 24 turns. And then this section, which I'm not ready for yet. Let's go to Lost and Found. Claim all. Once unlocked, you can freely claim the rewards you've earned during the event at no additional cost. Hell yeah, dude. I was a little worried about that. Okay, so now we go to Window, save our progress, and now we can actually work on this other team of mine.
취미라는 걸 구태여만.
I'm thinking I want both the bunnies. Sync Merceau. Probably have Talisman on the bench, so I'll need threads. I need a lot of thread that I don't have. Oh yeah, in terms of active IDs, 1, 2, 3, then 4, 5, maybe 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then one of these two. I don't have the ego for Greg. Skill 2 does do Rupture Count, which means that it would be count neutral. Unless I let it in unopposed somehow, then it would be count positive. I guess I could have Faust let it in unopposed. We let Faust get hit. Do you have Zweiclair Baton? No, I have Zweiclair Sword. But we're running Talisman anyway, so that way we get access to Talismans. I don't exactly have much in terms of other team, as one can tell. So, let's see here. Marceau. Okay. Confirm. That's level 50. $53 tickets, huh? 45 tickets. We do have the instant level 50 ticket. Let's see here. She's already level 21, so I think we might just give that to Ryoshu. Something like that. Then we're bringing Heathcliff, so that way we have access to the wrap-up. Clash win, 1 rupture count, which means that the coin it hits with does not, does not hurt the stack, and then it actually goes positive 2. It leaves Wyclare Baton, Gloom Resonance, does make for some nice bit of extra protection. Don't think we're looking for protection. I think we're looking for rupture count, frankly. And obviously rupture potency is good too. Alright. It's a baseline. It's not great. Definitely not great. Also, there are goats outside my window. Why are there goats outside my window? I'm going to assume that they have been released from their pasture intentionally, and that I should not be worried about it. I would have received a phone call if it was a problem. Surely. Maybe. Alright, well, let's see about Thread. Sloth, Fairy Gentleman. It's not energy efficient. But, in terms of using my weekly bonuses efficiently, I think it would be better for me to skip battle. Because you get 50% more. So I'm getting 50% more resources at the cost of only 1 of my daily bonuses. So now I hit that, and just boom, 15 thread. Just like that. That said, yeah, energy gets hit pretty hard. Probably just play out the other 2. Hello.
내가
책임은
원하신다면
말뚝을 쑤셔 넣어주지.
라만 차량들을 뒤엎는다.
Seems to be preparing a powerful move. I'm sure he is.
그쪽도
나가서 싸워.
죄인인가?
뒤는 내가 봐주지.
목이 피었잖아.
But yeah, the fact that I actually made it through in like, what, 24 turns on the first section? Not too bad.
따뜻한
Because I know there's a special like banner you can get if you manage to clear the whole railway in under 100 turns. So I mean, if I can keep that pace, basically, is what I'm saying, then I'm doing pretty all right. Also, I should have prevented Rudia from going.
우리 식구를 건드렸겠다.
Maybe. I guess Heathcliff did get a counter hit thanks to it.
거꾸를 건드렸겠다. 그 오물을 떼어내주지.
Sinclair, please. Let's see here. More bleed count. Sounds lovely. More bleed count. Count.
전부 쳐주게.
따뜻한 피.
Greg, please.
너희의 무기로 이 혈투를 승리로 이끌겠다.
Alright, looks like... No, the arm didn't pop. He's just holding it behind him. Okay. I don't necessarily want to be using 2 attack weight right now, if I can avoid it.
전부 쳐주게.
아류 산초 경혈 유치 느껴라.
Heathcliff, you have 30 sanity, please, dude.
먹지.
Let's see here. Sanity, not stonks? Yeah, no kidding. I guess what I could do is I send everyone face into the torso. And we just have like Dawn clash it out.
죄인인가?
And yeah, he should just be staggered. We're fine.
꿰뚫려라.
30 sanity. Thank you, there's 8 heads. That's more like it. It's like, what the heck?
다 죽어라.
With that clear, we should be able to up-tie 3 our Talisman Sinclair. Maybe.
오랜 목마름도 어버이를 향한 죄책.
And then we need to get not sanity, but we need to get thread for everyone else. Aside from Heathcliff, I guess, and Faust. These 3 I could leave as they are, but I'd like to get like these ones uptied. 40, just
해방을
enough.
위해서는 설령 저주더라도 받아들이겠어요.
Thank you, Sinclair. A murmur faintly echoes in the room. As candlelights waver, so does the writing brush in the child's hand, imbued with red ink. The child ceaselessly writes red letters on yellow talismans. He's writing down complicated spells of wishes and curses targeted at somebodies. Could the child have learned this art of thaumaturgy? Probably not. Then was it the group the child belongs to, the Technology Liberation Alliance, that taught him how to make talismans? That wouldn't be the case either. Perhaps he's making sheets of paper containing tremendous technology, aiding his group's terrorist attacks. No, that simply couldn't be. What the child did was simply fight a few fights, wearing the ego his group borrowed from the underground levels of an L Corp facility. However, the child does seem immersed in this craft of talismans and dark arts. Rather than putting on ego and using it as a tool, it was as though he became one with the ego, or the abnormality itself, putting the things in its mind to action as if possessed. That's right. Most ego will try to encroach on its user and corrode them. It's said that uttering someone else's words as if they're your own, and copying whatever they do, eventually makes you no different from that person, right? Then it may only be natural that using someone else's mind like a tool gradually assimilates yours into it, forgetting yourself, as if it has taken it. It'd be wise to have someone else take the child's ego off before it corrodes him further, but it doesn't look like the organization he belongs to will be eager to do so, considering the excellent compatibility and results he's been showing. Rip. Also, I just noticed, I don't think that's ink. That looks like you're holding like a cat's paw. I just noticed. Looks like you're holding like a little fluffy paw of something, maybe a rabbit's foot. I don't think this is red ink. You know? Bunny, yeah. Maybe. And now the real limiting factor. God, 20 thread just for the first uptime level. Okay, we may have to come back to Railway, because I have to get so much thread. Or I just grind it out. The Rupture team is growing. Yep. It has to grow. It must grow. Because I need 2 teams. If I could do it with just my main team, I would do it with just my main team. No questions. However, I cannot bring the IDs I used in the first section into the second section. I think we probably want to do Ryoshu first, maybe? %20 more damage? I mean, yeah, twist my arm. This unit has Strider Mao, deal 5% more damage. You need a team and 4 other players. I was pretty sure I had to bring, like, a full 12 stack into the previous section. I guess one thing I could do, crazy idea this, is I bring a support. The other 2 slots are for Yi Song with Fell Bullet. Ah, yes. Gotcha. That's what you mean. Unfortunately, I don't have such a Yi Song.
힘이라는 걸 굿.
But do people I know happen to have such a Yi Song? There is a Fell Bullet Yi Song. With Sunshower, too. Available in my supports. Ooh. Team and some sacrifices. Because I have seen the speed runs where... Yeah. Prioritizes targets with the least HP. Prioritizes allies. Before attack, gain highest resonance +1 torn memory. So I want like a Pride Resonance? Should be an uptie 4 Fell Bullet in there. Ooh. Let's take a look around. Dimension Shredder. Speedrun shooting Sinclair is beauty. Yeah. Poetical beauty. There's a 1 Fell Bullet. Dimension Shredder. Spacey go. Dimension Shredder again. Okay. Yeah, so it looks like in terms of what's available on bench so far, we have the Ring with Fell Bullet 3. Changing mine then? Fair enough. This coin deals damage only against the sub-targets. If the first coin failed to kill the ally, one random sub-target takes damage. Second coin only deals damage to sub-targets. Okay, gotcha. But if the first coin failed to kill, then only one enemy gets hit. Gotcha. Okay. I mean, I think I have a couple of low-level Sinclairs sitting around here somewhere. we could blast a Sinclair. 62 health, 98 health, 79 health, 89 health. We could blast a Sinclair. Memes. The only issue with obliterating Sinclair from existence is then I don't have like Talisman set up. Do I have a low level Dawn that can be sacrificed? 85. So far that's 62 Sinclair is looking like my best bet. Ooh, 65 Greg. We could sacrifice Liu Greg. That could be funny. Yeah, it probably would make sense to sacrifice Greg. So that way I can keep my, like, Fang Hunt Office Fixer. It's got support passive. This would be substituting any song. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom. That lets me keep Sinclair on the bench. It's possible. Yeah, I think the limiting factor here really is just thread, which is really, really fucking ironic. That this section just gives you 200 thread. Cancel. The smart thing to do, if I really want to get Railway done, is to burn some of these boxes and convert it all into modules, and then just, like, grind the absolute hell out of Fairy Gentlemen. Something like that. And to make the most of my daily bonus, we'll skip battle on him. That gets me 15. How much do I get? So I got 15 previously. What do I get without daily bonus? Half value? Ooh. Damn. The daily bonus is double value. That's rough, buddy. I get 5 thread. 5 thread. That's crazy. Yeah. The This also has the 10 speed conditional, whereas Otis has a 12 speed conditional for some reason. 3 to 5, which becomes 3 to 6. She only gets up to 11 speed. Yeah. We're gonna go Ryoshu, I think. Clash Wind, Rupture Count, very Pog. Unused Gain 2 Haste. Clash Wind, Rupture Count. Love Clash Wind, Rupture Count, frankly. We also now have her combat passive, which is, yeah, the 5% more damage. Get the new skill. Also upgrade base values. God. Let's see here. 80 thread at 5 per. That would be 40 fairy gentlemen's killed. 40 fairy gentlemen's times at cheap as 2 modules is 80 modules. And 1 module taking 2 hours to get. God. That's what, 160 hours passively? It's like a week, if not more. Jeez. Of course, something crazy I could do is I pull on a banner, and then I get like an announcer, and then I get duplicates of the announcer. Because you know me, I have so many announcers, I'm very likely to get duplicates, right? Continue travels. Merp. Hello, CC. It's 3 fights. There's no way I clear this with up Taiwan identities. At least not in good time. Surely. The first fight is 3 waves. Two of which are Pekatula waves. Okay. I like how the icon's just a bullet for the first one. Gun, 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 gun. Oh, jeez. What is this? Okay, yeah. Banner requisites. Like, there's no way, right, chat? Cannot deploy. Just obliterate Greg from existence.
이
의뢰로군.
명을 받듭니다.
소재가 준비됐소?
준비되어 있어.
그래.
사후처리로구만.
네.
내가 달리자.
혈기분들
저주를 끼얹을 것이 있나 보군요.
I only have the one Greg to sacrifice, is the problem. $89 health. I don't know how much damage Fell Bullet does to teammate, unfortunately. Why do all of my Ishmaels have XP? Ori, you seem to have some understanding of the strat here. About how much damage is reasonable for Yi Song to just obliterate off of a teammate. If we were to try the funny shoot your teammate strategy. A decent amount? Okay. That's what I could do. I guess we probably actually would want Dawn, because Fell Bullet surely does pierce damage, right? Fell Bullet. Or do these not have... Okay, yeah, there it is, Pierce. I was about to say, do these not have a base damage type in Lamson? Yeah. Having Dawn on bench for Pierce damage would be good. So we don't want to sacrifice Dawn. My Ishmaels all have levels. So he would theoretically sacrifice a T-Corp Rhodia. How much does Hong Lu have? 76? We could sacrifice Hong Lu. Believe Uptie 4 should one-shot level 20 and below. Gotcha. I think I would need to go refresh the friends list. Changing mind, which song would you prefer? Ring or Ding? I have not played much with Yi Song in general, so dealer's choice, I guess. Whatever you would recommend for this segment. But yeah. In theory, I guess would I want to deploy all the low levels first, so that way he can just blast through them, and then just hope that the enemy staggers, essentially? If I was a smarter man, I might have gone for the Ego Gift damage bonus. What resources do I even need to obliterate my team from existence? 2 Wrath, 6 Pride. What do we actually have? We have enough for 2 shots. Okay. Okay, changed it? Okay. Should now appear. I think I need to go refresh it in my friends menu. At least that's what my paranoid ass tells me I need to go do. Alright, let's see here. Let's go through. Alright, I don't remember your card by sight. I'm sorry. Refresh is pretty fast? Gotcha. There we go. No need to check company? Okay.
취미라는 걸 구태여 만들진
I'm
않지만
lost in the sauce of so
한때는
many
별을
company
반복하는 걸
cards.
즐기곤 했어요.
Okay. Railway. Continue travels. So if we were to give this a go, I would want... Is this you? Yes. Yi Song, and I would want the low-level characters with Yi Song.
아니면 애도인가?
We can also have Faust out, so that way we can immediately, like, fluid sack, maybe?
이제야 부르나.
Put Hong Lu out there.
이제야 명을 받듭니다.
사후 처리로구만.
네, 문제 없어.
저주를 끼얹을 것이
Something like
있나
this.
보군요.
해오던 대로 방송을 켜겠다.
You get 4 good characters. Yi Song and 1 level 1. Okay, so do not deploy all of my low levels yet. Only deploy one sacrificial low level for the time being, is what you're saying.
관
준비되어 있습니다.
And the benched people are low level, so he keeps getting it. Okay, so we only bring
이
one sacrificial lamb.
So
We'll cycle in
terrible.
Heathcliff after Greg tragically slips and falls on a banana peel.
혈기분들이 또 날뛰고 있나요?
저주
Something like this. So, Yisong snipes Greg. Greg dies. Heathcliff cycles in. Put Heath after 3 sacrifices? Okay. So, okay, that makes sense. So we have the good characters and then we cycle in sacrifices one at a time. Okay.
관리인가
준비되어 있습니다.
이 명을 받듭니다.
그래, 태워보지 뭐.
Sacrifice,
시간으로
sacrifice,
얼마나 뜯으려나?
혈기분들이
sacrifice.
또 날뛰고 있나요?
And then... I don't have a ton of helpful Ishmaels.
사우철이로구만.
네,
저주를
Something like this, maybe? But the Heath after 3 sacrifices, so you can clear the 2 center teams. Okay. But yeah. Theoretical opener is Yisong shoots Greg. Greg dies tragically. It hits the enemies. Faust fluid sacks, hitting them further. And then the combination of those 2 AoEs, at the very least, staggers the vast majority of the enemy. That's the thought process. And then, yeah, once Greg is out, Rodia will cycle in to get blasted next. After her, Honglu will cycle in. Yisong will mostly kill them. I'm sure, yeah. Let's give it a try. Let's see how it works. Let's fuck around and additionally find out. Alright. So, Yisong. I guess I could Superbia it, maybe? So that way he has the sanity. I guess it wouldn't consume any ego resources. Do I want to wait around, or should I just shoot it anyway? Do we just want to shoot? And just hope for the best? Just hit something like that. Let's see here. Greg gets to go immediately. Targeting our Greg. Insta shoot? Okay.
흑수묘, 뒷받질출.
위장에 묵직히 얹힌 정신을 느끼리라. 흉악한 총탄이
R.I.P. Greg.
관통한다.
Oh my goodness. Well, we didn't get a lot out of that, unfortunately. It'll be fine. Hell yeah. Uh-oh. Ouch. Not staggered. Huge.
이 전투는 승리할 거예요.
God, stop beating up the support Yisong! Okay. Well, we cannot yet obliterate her from existence, and they're busting out Blind Obsession. Should I just, like, reset then, maybe? Would that be the play here? Just be like, try again? Or do I get punished if I leave these fights early? Let's see here. We also don't have enough for another fluid sac. Yeah, a tails 74 on Greg. So it seems like we would need to get heads to really kill. You know what? For science? Okay, cool. We can just retry stage. Cool, cool, cool. Very nice that we don't have to concede and then fully. Okay.
나아가주게.
That's a lot of gun. Damn.
위장에 묵직히 얹힌 정신을
You got this, Greg.
흉악한
I believe in you.
저들을 관통한다.
Now that's a lot more damage. Jeez.
다시 결투는 끝나지 않았다.
이 전투는 승리할 거예요.
불쌍하게 울고주네.
Okay. Yeah, I could see how the strat works, I think. And then we would essentially just do it again.
나아가주게. 위장에
Oh,
묵직히
and
얹힌
my
정신을
backup power
느끼리라.
supply is having a conniption.
흉악한 총탄.
Hopefully the alarm isn't picking up on stream too much. Didn't kill Road yet, so it only hits one of them. Okay, yeah. Oof. Yeah, I guess we really need to get the crit in order to take them down. Alright. Alright. Seeing as my thing is having an alarm go off, I think... Roadie with the 2 protection randomly? That would be because of Faust. That's what it is. That said, at the very least, I need to restart my rig. So, stream is going to drop for a moment. But yeah, so I actually don't want to fluid sack from Faust. Let's see here. I'm just going to give up for the moment. Hi, CC. But yeah, sorry. My backup power supply, I think, is on its way out. And it is having conniptions. So, I will be back in just a moment, chat. I got to restart.